We have live team weather coverage for you all morning long. Chris and Cheetah are here to keep you informed, and Katira and Victor are out there right now manning these storms. Chris, we'll start with you. What's going on?
Yes, Ugochi, we are expecting these storms to be already arriving and moving through the area. We're seeing some dangerous lightning as well as heavy rain. Of course, the National Weather Service is keeping portions of northern Harris County under a severe thunderstorm warning. It's looking like they expired that warning as we are seeing some weaker winds, but very heavy rain and lots of lightning ongoing just to the east of 45 near Oakhurst, near Mayford, as well as Grossfield. Winds are not looking too impressive. We're seeing winds between 20 and 30 miles an hour. The only thing that we're really going to have to keep an eye on is this heavy rain contributing to the already ongoing flooding situation. Even across the Houston area, we are expecting these to already moving into our northwestern areas, especially Jersey Village, North Houston with the lightning. And we are expecting this to continue as we head into the next possibly 30 minutes to an hour. We can expect that band of heavy rain to make it to Bush Airport at 6:35, but we are also expecting this to contribute to that flooding that's going on just north of us. Let's go to meteorologist Cheetah Craft on more.
I know, Chris. Yeah, that line west to east. So we are expecting that inside the city. And then after that line, the flood threat is going to continue. So the National Weather Service did upgrade the risk of flooding. Now notice we're at a moderate risk. So higher there, especially I-10 and northward. So keep that in mind. Let's say if you're in Pearland or Friendswood, yeah, you could see an isolated thunderstorm capable of producing 1 to 3 inches of rain. But watch out through the afternoon. A lot of these thunderstorms want to set up just north of I-10. So a quick 1 to 3 inches of rain will be possible throughout the day today. Notice this is future track 4:30 later this afternoon. Thunderstorms continue, but it's a little bit more isolated than that hard line of thunderstorms that Chris and I are tracking right now. 7 o'clock this evening, some of the rain continues across the area. And then finally, overnight tonight into your Monday, we start to dry off. Next week is really all about the 90s, and we'll be ready for this rain to get on out of here. Ogochi, we're going to continue to monitor this very closely.
Cheetah and Chris, thank you so much. Right now, the water is still high in Channelview, where the Harris County Rescue Team helped bring people to safety just yesterday. Katira Winfrey is live along River Road with the details. What does it look like right now out there, Katira?
Well, Ugochi, you can definitely see there is still a lot of water. You can see this water behind me. The road just comes to an end right over here to my left. You can see this field, and I'm not even sure if it's a field or someone's property, but it looks like a lake right out front. So far, we don't see really houses in this spot. They're looking more so like mobile homes, but up down this road or down River Road, it sits a bit higher, but it starts to sink in right there where the road ends. And again, we're trying to stay safe, so we're not going to get up too close or go into that water too deep. But it feeds into the San Jacinto River, feeds into another body of water right there. But just yesterday, the Harris County Rescue Team went in and were able to bring out 10 adults and 4 dogs in a neighborhood along the 17,000 block of Meadowbrook Drive. So you can look at the water here, and as the road starts to dip down a bit more, you can imagine what those neighborhoods farther in will look like. But again, we're out here. All of this water, as you know, starts to breed mosquitoes. And shout out to my colleague, John Edwards. He had the spray in the car. So bugs are out here. And as I spoke to you yesterday, if you remember, be careful about getting in that water, because with all of this water, you may start seeing some of those venomous snakes also make their way through. But as of right now, the water's still very much a problem. As you can see down this road, not where you want to be. But of course, we'll stay out here and follow any developments and bring those back to you live. Back to you, Ugochi.
Katira, thanks. Stay safe out there. We'll check back in with you in just a bit. At this hour, officials are alerting people in Houston and surrounding areas of elevated flood risks. Victor Jacobo joins us live in the Woodlands area. Victor, what are you seeing where you are?
Yeah, Gochi, I want to give you a sense of where we are. We've taken some cover here from I-45. We're also along 242 here. The rain started at around 6 o'clock, but really picked up in the last 15 minutes or so. We've heard loud cracks of thunder, and it's not hard to see that the rain is really coming down at this time. I'm going to step out of frame so you can kind of get a better look of how it looks here. You can see Methodist Hospital over here in the Woodlands. Really a strong downpour coming down right now. some of the frontage roads here kind of getting some accumulation and some buildup here in the last few minutes, and you hear that loud crack of thunder out in the background. Now, much of the flooding over the past few days has been concentrated in the northwest part of the region, but today the impact is expanding, with officials warning of flood risks closer to the city. This was an update from the Houston Fire Department posted yesterday on social media. They say additional resources are going to be ready near the downtown area, while HFD resources remain in the Kingwood area as well. The department also warns to be aware of barricades for any closed roads. Meanwhile, in a news conference Saturday, Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo said her office will be monitoring the developing situation and how county officials will respond today.
We're still activated at level 1 maximum readiness, but we are anticipating moving down to level 3 tomorrow afternoon, depending on what happens with those weather patterns that are beginning to form. If it doesn't end up being a big issue, that's when we're going to begin daylight operations for damage assessment, for restoration, getting folks back into their homes safely.
Now bringing you back out here live with this kind of downpour. Important to keep some important tips in mind if you are driving up on the highways, using your emergency lights. If you have to pull aside so you can wait for it to pass. Remember, if you're seeing some of that accumulation, some of that buildup on the roads, turn around, don't drown, to make sure you stay safe as you start your Sunday morning. For now, reporting live in the Woodlands, Victor Jacobo, KHOU 11 News.
Victor, thank you. We saw a lot of lightning or shots, so still be careful out there. Right now, the Houston Office of Emergency Management wants people to remember that Lake Houston is still closed to everyone. That's boats, kayaks, canoes, and definitely swimming. Conditions are still too dangerous. The water is swift and all kinds of debris may have been washed into the lake. Now this morning, if you have evacuated and are looking for a place to stay, there are 4 shelters open right now in Harris and Liberty County. And here are the addresses on your screen. Take a look. Starting in Cleveland at the Calvary Baptist Church, then the Greenhouse International Church near Greenspoint, the Philippines New Faith Baptist Church near Wayside and the North Loop, and the Leon Grayson Community Center in the Cloverleaf area.